Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're blessed. I hope you're living life and enjoying life. Yes, are you? You should, because life is good. So today I want to do something different and something fun and educative. Yes, we are talking about books today. We are talking about books today. I love to read. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Mimi. It's nice to have you here. God bless you. Please subscribe. No, seriously, please click the subscribe button because it's actually free. Okay, you're gonna learn a lot from this channel. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. I can see my bookshelf is actually empty because all the books are here with me. Okay, but we're not only just talking about books, we are talking about Igbo books. So I am of Igbo heritage. I am an Igbo girl. I am an Igbo babe. I'm only sharing them, not necessarily that they are Igbo books. They are Igbo books. They are books that are written by Igbo people. So the authors are Igbo people, okay? So it's important to support our own. If at any point during this video you come across a book that you really like and you remember it and you remember reading it, leave a comment and tell me why you really enjoyed reading this book, or if there's anyone that you have not read and you want to read, please also leave a comment and let me know, and maybe we can start a virtual book club here on my channel. We don't know. So I just found a note that I've used as a bookmark. See, are you even a reader if you don't use anything as a bookmark? Everything is a bookmark to me. Okay, listen, I find anything as a bookmark because this, you have to mark the page. But I think I'm gonna invest in really nice bookmarks, but in the meantime anything goes. So why are we talking about Igbo books today? Why have I decided to share with you guys my Igbo library? Because there are a lot of popular books out there, and as an Igbo girl, I think that we should support our own, because there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of people that are very talented with a wide range of life views and experience, and they are here giving us beautiful stories that are incredible and life-changing. A lot of these books are, I would say, they're literally life-changing. So that's why I wanted to share with you guys. So if you are in the diaspora and you want to tap into your Igbo heritage, you want to tap into your Igbo culture, and a lot of it starts from literal work, okay? So a lot of them starts with books and art and movies and music and everything, and we do all of that here on this channel, by the way. So we are going to start, okay? I'm sharing this with you. I hope you go and pick one or two of the books, read it. One, you're supporting your own Igbo brothers and sisters. It will also open you to a different worldview if you don't necessarily know about the culture. Some of the books talk a lot about the culture, and sometimes they talk about it in letting you know what it is, and other times it also challenges the culture. So that is what the book here, and some of them don't have anything to do with the Igbo culture, and they're only here in part of the Igbo category because they're written by Igbo people. I hope that makes sense. Let's start. Okay, can we actually start an Igbo book collection without mentioning Chinua Achebe? Can we start? I don't think we can. So this book, I've read this book if not 3-4 times, okay? But this is a new copy because I lost my old one. I don't know where it is. I don't know who I've given it to. I have no idea, but I had to buy another one because I wanted to reread it, and I wanted to make annotations as well. what I mean. Listen, everything is a bookmark. This is chocolate. This is a chocolate wrap. Okay. I'm really showing myself because this is incredible. So I bought this book because I wanted to annotate on it and make notes. And this book is also studied in school in the UK, some parts of the UK and across the world. And it has been translated to different languages. So if you ever heard about Chinua Achebe, you must have heard about Things Fall Apart. And they're making it into a movie as well. They're making it into a movie, and it already has a movie in the 90s. It has, you know, in the early 90s, if I'm correct. I think it's in the early 90s. So it has a movie and it starred Pet Edochie. But this book is a masterpiece. Okay, this book is history right here. And I think I will reread it just for the sake of it. And I like the book and I want to read it just before the movie comes out, whenever it comes out. So yes, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe is an amazing writer. He's late now, but he was also one of the people that wrote about the war, and he was one of the prominent people during Nigeria independence. And if you see the Nigeria and Biafra, you know, the war, the Biafran war, he wrote a lot about it from the Igbo perspective. So this is one of his books, and I think he's the godfather of in Nigeria literal work, like writing. I think he's the OG. Obviously you have no, I'm never gonna mention. Oh no, don't go there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's stay positive here. So yes, Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart. We are going to start with that. If you need to read it. I can read the synopsis for you. Okonkwo is the greatest warrior alive. His fame has spread like a bushfire in West Africa, and he's one of the most powerful men of his clan. But he also has a fiery temper. Determined not to be like his father, he refused to show weakness to anyone, even if the only way he can master his feeling is with his fist. When outsiders threaten the tradition of his clan, Okonkwo takes violent action. Will the great man's dangerous pride eventually destroy him? That is the book. But I think I don't want to go into great detail of the context of the book. I just wanted to show you Things Fall Apart is a great book, is a good place to start. And it also has some of the sentences, it has some Igbo phrases here and there. So if you're not an Igbo speaker, or you don't know, if you cannot read Igbo, there's Google Translation. There's Google Translate. It will help you, okay? But you should read this book. So another one by Chinua Achebe is No Longer at Ease. No Longer at Ease. I think that's what it is. I think this is the book about the civil servant. I think this is the book about the civil servant. So let me read the synopsis for you as well. Obi Okonkwo is Okonkwo. Maybe he really likes the name Okonkwo. Obi Okonkwo is an idealistic young man who, thanks to the privilege of an education in Britain, has now returned to Nigeria for a job in the civil service. However, in his new role, he finds that the way of government seems to be backhanded and corruption. Obi manages to resist the bribe that are offered to him, but when he falls in love with an unsuitable girl, to the disapproval of his parents, he sinks further into emotional and financial turmoil. The law of easy money becomes harder to refuse, and Obi becomes caught in a trap he cannot escape. So that's the book. So this book, there was a country. A personal history of Biafra by Chinua Achebe. This book, I have not finished it. I've done a lot of start and stop. about this book. The book is very The book is very heavy because it talks about the Biafran War. It talks about the killing, it talks about the death, it talks about the corruption, but from his perspective, okay, how his family, how the government, how the Nigerian government was trying to find him, how he had to go into hiding and all of that. The book, one day, one day I will finish this book, but until then, the book is very emotional, I will say, but it teaches you a lot about the Biafran War. If you want to know about the Biafran War, you should definitely read this book. So that is that book. Swiftly moving on. So I have this book by Peter Cheka. It's called The Condom. The Condom and Other Stories. I got this book because of the name, and also it was recommended to me. And the book itself is not quite memorable. It's just a collection of short stories, and yeah, it's nice. There's nothing particularly driven about the story about the book, about the collection of books, but I wouldn't knock it. You know, it's a nice read. It's very light. It's a very nice light read, but I got it because it's an Igbo author. This book, Sankova. This book, Sankova, by Chibundo Onuzo. So Chibundo Onuzo, I got to know her because she came to one of our Igbo events in 2019, Igbo Lights. That's how I got to know about her, and I looked into her. She's actually a writer. I think she's also a singer as well, but she writes books. And this book is from, I think she was writing about finding her father that was Ghanaian, that was a Ghanaian. Her mom had gotten pregnant with her, and the dad was Ghanaian, who eventually went back to Ghana, and she had to go and find her parental roots. So that's what this book is about. I think is that what it is? Anna is wondering who she really is. She was separated from her husband. Her daughter is all grown up, and her mother, the only parent who raised her, is dead. Searching through her mother's belongings, she finds the student diary of the West African father she never knew. Chronicling his involvement in 1970s London politics, she then discovers that he eventually became the president, some would say the dictator, of a small nation in West Africa, and that he is still alive. Anna decides to track him down, and so begins a funny, painful, and fascinating story. I didn't know why I think it was Ghana, but I think Sankova is a name of a bird in Ghana. I think that's what it is. That's why I thought this was Ghana. But the book is a really nice read. It starts off slow, but it picks up eventually. And this is a book by our Igbo sister. You should definitely support. Okay. What next? Oh, I have Arrow of God. Chinua Achebe is another book by Chinua Achebe, Arrow of God. I don't remember this book. I don't remember it, but I think it's something I might read again. Chimamanda. So a lot of this book is actually Chimamanda books, okay? A lot of the book is Chimamanda book. But I want to quickly talk about this book and get it out of the way quickly. So this book is called You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty, and it's by Akweke Emezi. It's an easy read, you know. It's one of those books that, you know, you just read to have fun. However, the message in the book, I am not sure. Akweke, in a lot of her books, I found out, and I have not read any more of her books, is she tries to write from the perspective of the LGBTQ community and, you know, give them a voice. It's nice for what it stands for, but I don't subscribe, and I didn't know what the book was about until I read it. And if I remember correctly, she's also beefing Chimamanda. I don't even know, like, if you want to read it, if you don't want to read it, I would not be reading it again. But the thing is, it's a really nice cover. It's a nice cover. It's a nice cover book. but it's just one of those books that are just there, and I read it because I bought it because of the name of the author. It doesn't do it for me, so that is a pass for me, but I'm just sharing it with you if that is something you want to engage with. Chinelo Okbaranta, Under the Odala Tree. So this book also explores bisexual, should I say lesbian relationships, the struggles that comes with it, and the pressure that comes with getting married, settling down, having the very traditional approach to settling down. And I don't remember much of the book as well, but I know that's what the bulk of the book is. I haven't read any of her books. I don't know if she has any more books, but this is the book Under the Odala Tree. It did shake my system a bit because the protagonist went through a lot in trying to find herself, and yeah, but as a young girl, I thought this book was a coming of age book. So this book is Notes on Grief, and I recently finished reading this book very recently. She explored her father passing away during COVID times, and how she handled grief. And it's different for everybody, but this is an essay that she wrote to honor her dad, and it's a beautiful read. You can finish this in less than 2 hours if you're a fast reader. So that's that. Then we are getting on to Chimamanda, We Should All Be Feminist. And again, very easy read. This book broke the internet because everybody was talking about it, and I didn't understand why everyone was having a fit about the book. I mean, she was just talking about feminism, right? Like feminism in the West and feminism in Africa, in the Western world. It's not the same. It's not the same. It can be the same because there is contextual differences, there is cultural differences, there is language differences, there is traditional differences. But this is a really nice book. I read it when I was at uni. So I think this is the Three Musketeers right here. Okay, these three. So I got introduced to Chimamanda by Purple Hibiscus and Half of a Yellow Sun. So the first book I read of her is Half of a Yellow Sun. This book explores the Biafran War, the impact it has on the people, how the relationships changed, how people lost their loved ones that never ever came back. And the book is a hard read. Okay, it's quite emotional. One thing I do like about our Igbo authors, or should I say the Nigerian authors, is that they do explore the historical aspects of Nigeria in their writing, and I really, really love that. Open your mind to history. It will open your mind to stories of historical past, and you don't necessarily know. Americana, also a very good book, also a very good read. I don't know if they're trying to make a story, if they're trying to make a film out of this. I can't remember, but it's also a really nice book. I feel like this video is getting too long. Really nice book. The Thing Around Your Neck is a collection of different stories. And then you have Purple Hibiscus. This book is a definite coming of age book. So another book is called Dear Ejawele, again by Chimamanda. The one I'm reading right now is Dream Count. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Dream Count, that just recently came out, and I am reading this. It's amazing so far. I feel like it doesn't read as a Chimamanda book. I'm expecting the bars and the bows. I'm not really getting that, but maybe that is just a different era of Chimamanda that we are in right now, so it's understandable. But I'm enjoying the book. It's really, really nice. And the last two that I want to really, really talk about is this book. This book is amazing. Anybody that asks me of a book to read by a Nigerian author, I tell them these two books. These two books are by Chigozie Obioma. So this one is called The Fisherman. Okay, I remember reading this book and I was crying. I read this book and I cried a lot. And the book is very emotional, and it has stuck with me forever. I think I read this book in 2018. Could it be 2018? I can't remember. Was it 2018 that I read this book? When was it even published? So when I was dating my husband, I actually sent this book to him, and I have a sticky note here that says, "Happy reading. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I do. Can't wait to discuss it with you." Oops. So that's how I love this book. I was willing to share it with someone that I was dating. So this book was published 2015. So yes, it's possible that I read it 2018. This book is amazing. So it challenges the concept of prophecy and reality. So is your prophecy, like prophecy, the things that are said over you, do they actually come, or do you now position yourself and posture yourself in the reality that forces you to make sure the prophecy manifest? Do you see what I'm saying? The predictions that was made by the madman, and it seems like the brothers were now trying to live their life to manifest the prediction that the madman has made, even though the prediction is not good for them. But then you're reading it, you're thinking, oh my God, you shouldn't be making this, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing this, because you're trying to posture to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of the prediction happening. And then so that's what this book is about. It's like, what is your thoughts on prophecy? Are prophecies because they are prophecies, or are the prophecies you hear and then you now position yourself to make it happen? Do you see what I'm saying? But anyways, that is what the book is about. Another book that I'm going to finish off with, this video is getting too long, is Orchestra of Minority. This is an amazing book. It talks about the Igbo cosmology. It talks about the Igbo gods. It talks about the Igbo relationship with people. Okay, this book is written from the perspective of a personal god. So in Igbo, you have Chi, right? So Chi is translated loosely as God. But what it means in the Igbo cosmology is everyone have their personal god. That's why they said things like Onyekwe, Chiyekwe. So your god, your personal god, is someone that atones for you, or that represents you in the spiritual realms. It's a romantic book. It explores romantic relationships, and amongst other things, it has a setting in Nigeria. It also has a setting in Turkey, I believe, or is it Turkey or Cyprus? No, it's Cyprus. So the book is nice, and it's by Chigozie Obioma. He's an amazing author. I think he has a new book as well that I have my eyes on to get very soon. So yes, so these are the Igbo books that I have. Please, if there are any Igbo book that I have not mentioned and you think that I would like to read, please put it in the comment section and let me know. I would like to read books by Igbo people. I like to read books by African Black authors. I like to read books by Black authors, and then you bring it down to African authors, then you bring it down to Nigerian authors, then you bring it down to Igbo authors. So that's how I read my books. And if there's any book you think that I would enjoy, please let me know. Put it in the comment section. If you have read any of these books that I've shared, put it in the comment section as well. Let me know which one you liked, which one you didn't like, or which one you would like to read. And if you have come to this point of the video and you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. My desire is for a lot of Igbo people, specifically those in the diaspora and those that are not in the eastern part of Nigeria, that are not in Igbo land, okay? And I want you guys to be intentional with your culture, in learning about your culture, in knowing about your culture. These are amazing books by amazing authors that are out there. And I just want you to open yourself to these authors and reading them and seeking out their work and supporting them, because it's important for us, okay, to be able to support our own, know our own people, because history is made by reading, and there's a lot of history that you can learn from reading. Not only are you learning about your culture, is you're also opening your worldview, because I understand that a lot of people are not opportuned to travel to the Igbo land, to Nigeria, to go to their village where their parents are from. So by reading or engaging in Igbo entertainment, the song, the movies, you expand yourself, you expand your knowledge about the language, you expand your knowledge about the culture. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you, and make sure you subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends and your families, particularly young people in the diaspora who desire to know about their culture. Books is a good way to start. Okay, thank you. Bye.